I do have my compass with me. I'm looking for an abandoned mansion, a McMansion mega house. It was built in the early 2000s, back before the 2008 economic crash, and they stopped work on it. It's massive. It's got like like a multi-car garage on it, but they stopped, and then they started to try to revitalize it at one point a few years later, and then they just gave up. It's all rotted and almost caved in last time I saw it. But I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it, and in order to get my way back out through all of this jungle and bush country, I'm going to use the compass to get a reading on where I'm standing right now. So here it is. This is a Vietnam era compass. This is the real deal, not a commercial copy. This used to belong to the Civil Defense here in this area, and I acquired it probably more years ago than I want to even say. But I've had it a long time. And when I got it, it actually had like a, was it tritium? It glowed in the dark, big time. Even though it was, you know, way past its prime during the Vietnam conflict. And it's, you know, ex-military. And as you can see here, it actually had radioactive material. It's no longer radioactive worth a shit. It doesn't glow anymore, but yeah, you can see right there. It says, "Do not open," and I never did. I don't know how you would replace the, what is it? Is it tritium? Is that what it is? Uranium? Whatever. But what I'm going to do is, the compass part still works. I'll show you. This is a little hack. This is a trick that I invented to use a compass. So this is not the way you're supposed to normally use a compass, but I'm going to show you here. I don't know if I can do it with one hand here. So what I've done is I've lined up, as you see, the magnetic north and true north markings up with this particular tree. This is the tree, basically my starting point. If I can find this tree, I can find my way back out here. So I'm really actually going in the direction of the arrow. I'm going to basically it's northeast is where I'm headed. But when I find my way back, you'll see that my compass will, it's really hard. It's so much glare here. I don't know where the glare is coming from. Let's see here. It'll line up. I've got this pointed forward. And you don't really pay any attention to this. What I'm going to do is follow the back of the needle in. So, and you can see the tree there is lined up. So no matter what, if I point it that direction, it'll line up with the tree. May not make sense now, but you'll see what I'm talking about. That's just a navigation hack. Using a compass, especially if you have a map, is a whole lot easier to use than people really think. People get hooked up on GPS and everything now, which is quite nice, but you know, we're survivalists and preppers here. And we know that satellites can be taken out. And, you know, communications networks can go down. There's the possibility of that. But a compass is an excellent directional piece of equipment. You can tell time by it, all kinds of stuff. You can tell these trails really just aren't used anymore. This is some really thick stuff through here. I mean, it's become, over time, just God-forsaken countryside. It's a hell of a place to hunt deer. It would also make a good place to, you know, to hide for like a sniper. They did do some logging recently too, I do know that. The Amish did that. They got a contract to log some of this out. It really did zero damage, really, because you can see there's just so much in the way of foliage here. Wasn't really that high impact. The Amish are some of the few people really that will work around here. They're pretty industrious. I'm getting tired already, sure. Man. Yeah, the Amish, it's real quiet today out here, but now sometimes, not far from here, the sound carriers, they have a shooting range here. And I'll tell you that, like, people don't realize that. People don't realize that the Amish, they've got guns. They do. Mostly it's, I don't know if they have handguns or not, but they definitely have lever actions and shotguns. They deer hunt. There for a while, they were going to the flea markets and just buying up every lever action rifle or single shot they could get their hands on, in every caliber you can imagine. 45-70 government, 4.4 Marlin, all the 30-30 stuff, the 22s, everything, just lever actions, lever, and it really helped drive the price up around here of that type of equipment. Drives the price and the demand up. But you can hear them just bang back there, bang, bang, on certain days. They love the smooth bore shotguns, all that. One of the guys I saw him one day had one of those lever action shotguns. Not a rifle, but an actual 12 gauge lever action. Kind of like a mare's leg, but it wasn't pistol grip stock. It wasn't cut or anything like that. Just. Well, I'm stuck in through here now. I don't know if I can get out of this. There's so many down trees. Man, this used to be a road. It was actually literally a road. Man. What have I gotten into here? Man, I tell you, I got hung back there in a bunch of thorns. I really regret coming this way. I know where I'm at. I know exactly where I'm at. This used to be just a road, a path. I mean, everything. This has got to open up at some point. It's hard to go back. I can't go forward, I can't go back. Look at that. Man. As Cecil said yesterday, makes Cambodia look like Kansas. He pointed that out, and this place is, yesterday's excursion is just, I mean, just pales in comparison to this. Man. I have a little bit sharper blade today. Yeah, I've got the Survivor. It's one of those old 1980s blades, but that's back when they made them good now, I tell you. Man, I'm screwed. If I can get to there, I ought to be okay. Let's see if I can hack through this. Here we go. I'm gonna have to start moving back down the hill. I was trying to follow a parallel path. There we go. Here we go. This is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, it's opening up a little bit now. Oh, yeah. I just got bogged down back there. Here's the back fence. I know where I'm at now. Let me take a little breather. Whew. This might have been a bad idea, really. I've made all kinds of noise. I mean, I'm just like, if I was trying to escape from somebody, I mean, like survival, escape, and evasion, that would not have been a textbook way of doing that. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Alright everybody, there's some knife porn for you. I think you'd like that. It has the compass in it. This is a Survivor, or maybe Survivor 2. And it has the Jimmy Lyle style blade on it. But it also has the, was it the Brewer type, survivalist type? I've never used that, but it's some kind of a navigation tool on there with it, engraved in it. Yeah. And it's razor sharp too. I've got another one of these that I have as a backup. This still has the box and everything, and all the survival kit. So I made it through all that, and it looks pretty decent here. It's opened up a little bit. And all I have to do is get up to this point where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I went in, I inserted into that area a little too early. It was a lot thicker back up there than it is. It's a lot thicker back there behind me where we were. I probably inserted, so you can see over there, you know, maybe about 100 meters too early. If I'd cut up through here, right through there, I probably would have been better off. But that doesn't change the fact this place has really gotten overgrown. So this is what passes for the logging road. It's opened up a little bit here. This is what I was looking for. So we're on the right track. Yeah, we're on the right track. It's just a question of inching forward and not get hung up. I didn't film it back there. I got into a whole big thing of thorn bushes and vines that acted almost like a bear trap around my leg. So I just had to deploy the knife and cut out of it. But you can imagine. Yeah. There we go, yeah. I'm going to try to do some easy going at this point. At least it's flat. Falling through here. Yeah, it's kind of flat here. Looks a little bit like Eastern Europe. A little bit. I'll have to take some camo out here and test it. Do some comparisons. I can take my KLMK, my was it KLMK? I can take it out here, and my Waffen SS oak leaf. My Waffen SS oak leaf. I can take my Waffen SS oak leaf. Do some more tests. I'd like to do some more tests of like maybe like some like some sniper veils and some different, try some stuff like that out, see how well that works. Now with thermal vision these days, people have been kind of speculating that a lot of camouflage is going to be almost kind of I don't want to say obsolete, but sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Irrelevant. Because drones will start having night vision and forward-looking infrared and things like that. You could search for. I'm sure they're already searching for fugitives and with things like that, and any of the various bush wars that are going on. You could just fly above a place and just take somebody out from above. Why send in a person even? When you can send like a $4,000 drone looking for somebody, and just give them a rain of death. Here we go. This is the road. Look at that. Almost like somebody has actually been up here. Looks pretty well manicured. It's okay by me. Now we're talking. Okay, so there it is. And I tell you, it looks okay from here, but nobody lives there. Nobody ever did. This is a testament to the folly of man. Overspending, the upper middle class and the middle class trying to match the intensity of the upper classes and the rich elite by building these big places. Everybody thought that they were rich back in the 2000s and it would all last forever. And it didn't happen. Let's get a better look at it. The mosquitoes are pretty awful. They say this place can't be salvaged. It's just been abandoned too long, but the brick looks pretty good. They had put a big deck on it at one point a few years ago and it rotted, and then they rebuilt it and then it rotted again. I guess it looks like they finally tore it off. There is somebody that lives over the way over there. But there's the big garage. Most of the windows are intact, except for that one right there. But this place has been here since probably 2005, I would say. And nobody ever lived in it whatsoever. I'm not going to go in. This is on private land. I'm not going to really. I don't really know who owns this anymore. I did at one time. But that's it. That's a good monument to the death of American capitalism. This is the way that it should be, but it's not. Everybody would like to have a big place like this, and have the 4-car garage and just pay for it all like you would pay for a case of beer. But just the mortgages and the rising cost of everything. It's just materialism, man. It's just materialism. This is what we all dream about that we'll have. But it's death. The death of the American dream. Okay, so I'm headed back. I'm not in any big hurry though. I'm not in any big hurry. I'm definitely not headed back the way that I came in. I was kind of being lazy by making a straight cut up here, but that turned out to be a whole lot more difficult than if I had just come the back way, which is the way I'm going out. I'm actually heading the opposite direction of the place where we started, but it'll curve around here. And I have my compass. I have plenty of visual bearings here, so. But I'll do a compass check. We'll see how this holds up here. Let's see. Let's get out the old Vietnam lensatic compass. Okay. So we're seeing there where it's pointed towards magnetic north. Now, I'm headed in this direction. So if I line the back of the needle up right there, just like we did, yes, right there is the sweet spot. And that direction is, if I was to go in that direction, no matter how rugged this area is, I would end up back at that tree. You see how this works? It's a very simple system. It's a point-to-point system, but now this is very unusual. Look at this. Look how this ground is cracked. It's like an earthquake or something. Never seen anything quite like that around here. It's only in this spot that it looks like. I don't see it anywhere else. Is there some sort of fault line there or something? Tell me if you've ever seen anything like, I've seen like that, like extreme drought areas where there's cattle, and must be the type of soil that's here. Huh. Yeah, it's all cracked into here. Not seen that anywhere else here though. So there it is. Here's the tree. Put us right back on it. So remember, there was the bearing right there. Sweet. This is Survival Commando, and that ends today's excursion. I'll see you in the next video.